Alright, I apologize for yesterday, people. We'll be currently going to our location, so bear with me. Behind the public library. Yeah, my dad popped up yesterday, so that's probably why I couldn't finish the video. I know I was 10 minutes into the video. I know that's not an excuse as a YouTuber, but when your parent comes home unexpectedly and you're trying your best to do a very interesting video, you're gonna get a bunch of interruptions that you don't want to take place. It happens. And I'm taking you to a nice, good location here in Culver City. That way I can finish this video and give you part 3 of what you've been logging for. So let's get to it, people. YouTube Nation. Alright, you see I got the Joker on. I got the Harley Quinn hat. So this is part 3 of having sex with Goth Girls and how to date them. I wasn't finished with my video. I was going to try to make this between 20 to 25 minutes, and then I had to cut the camera off because I didn't expect my dad to pop up at home. You guys know what I'm talking about. You come home from work or from school, you know, you think everything's okay, and then your parents pop up and then you can't finish your video. And then you got to wait until the next day, which is unfortunate, but it does happen. Now, well, I was saying in my last video, if you go to places like Comic-Con, the anime convention, and Star Wars Celebration, you're going to find a lot of Goth Girls that are very beautiful and very attractive for the way they look like. Another thing that I didn't get a chance to put in this video was horror conventions. If you go to Halloween Horror Night at Universal Studios, you'll see a whole bunch of them there. You know, and I know someone's concerned, like, do I have to dress in Halloween attire? And the answer is no, you don't really have to unless you don't want to. Now at the club, they make it mandatory that you do dress in some form of attire, because in order for you to get access to the club, you got to look like a character from out of a horror movie. You know, whether it may be Harley Quinn, see the hat, whether it may be the Joker. I'll show you the Joker again. You see that? That's the Joker. And another thing I didn't get a chance to put in my video yesterday, because, you know, there's a bunch of interruptions. You had basketball games on, hockey. You know, the NFL football season's almost over and coming to a close. So there was a bunch of stuff going on yesterday, Sunday. But if you go to Halloween Horror Night, I promise you that you'll see it. You know, Universal Studios Hollywood, Six Flags, Disneyland, not so very much, unless you live in Anaheim and you see something different that I don't see. Now that I cover that, let's get to the next thing that I didn't get to cover in this video. Skateboarding. There are some Goth Girls that do skateboard. Usually they call them emos. That means they got the tattoos, the piercings, the color hair, and they like to skateboard. That's also another way you can get their invited attention if you play a sport, is extreme sports. You know, like the X Games. Hockey. I didn't get it mentioned, hockey. So technically it's soccer, track and field, tennis, swimming, hockey, and then there's skateboarding. And then, of course, let's not forget volleyball. And then I also mentioned Star Wars Celebration, Comic-Con, the anime convention, and then there's HorrorCon. Those are all horror conventions. And usually that's where you're going to meet a lot of these people. Now, let's get to the best part of the video, the things you've been wanting to know about for so long. All right, let's get to it. Now, in order to get your Mac on with Goth Girls, yes, I'm walking, trying to make this a very compelling and interesting YouTube video. So bear with me, people. Just bear with me. It's not easy to do these type of YouTube reaction videos. I'm trying to make this one very interesting, so bear with me. Now, having sex with Goth Girls and how to figure them out. They like to do stuff that is like on the spur of the moment. They like having sex at the beach. I did mention that in my other videos, how to find super sexy women who are super freaks, aka undercover freak, part 1 and part 2. I did talk about in those 2 videos of that series how to figure them out. Goth girls like to have sex at the beach. Now here's one that I didn't put in those other videos that is going to go into this video. They love to get it on in the classroom. Yes, you heard me. If you're a college student and it's your junior year or your not your freshman, if it's your junior or senior year in college, they like to get freaky in a classroom. They like to wait until it's like 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, when there ain't no teachers, no professors, no security, no police, and they want to get their freak on in a classroom. Something about screwing in the classroom, goth girls like it. Don't ask me why. They just want to get freaky in a classroom. So having sex at the beach, having sex in the classroom. Here's another one that you probably heard of but wasn't so sure of. Getting a freak on at the park. Once again, don't ask me why. I just know because I have a friend that's goth. And if I was able to get him in some of these future videos, he could give you far more information than I possibly can. But they like screwing at the park. So number 1 is goth girls like to do it at the beach, the classroom, the park. Another place that you wouldn't suspect them to get freaky dicky is at a cemetery. Once again, don't ask me in the comment section why goth girls are like that. They like to experiment. You'll have the best sex with a goth girl than with a girl that's hoochie mama ghetto, because a lot of times these goth girls like to experiment. Yes, there's the handcuffing, there's the blindfolding, there's being gagged, there's being spanked. That's what they call rough sex. They love that rough sex. And of course, I like the white goth girls. Now, I do like black goth girls. The only time I want to smash a light skin or a brown skin or a dark chocolate black girl is if she's goth. You know, what gets my heart pumping and my blood flowing is when she got that dog collar around her neck. She dressed in either black or in red, my 2 favorite colors. Red being number 1, black being number 2, and she's weird and strange. Don't ask me why I get a crush on goth girls that are weird and strange. I just like them like that. It's better than messing with those ghetto hood rats, I'll tell you that. And you see, this is for the guys that like goth girls. You don't have to always go to a goth club just to track them down. You know, there's the Comic Con. There's also another event here in Los Angeles. They call it the Stan Lee's Comic Con. They give it a nickname, Kamikaze. That's what they call it, Kamikaze. So there's the San Diego Comic Book Convention. There's the Anime Convention. There's the Anaheim, but they call it WonderCon. And then let's not forget cosplay. And I think you might have to go to Phoenix, Arizona, Dallas, Texas, just to see cosplay. But yeah, they're there in cosplay. Another thing I could not put in the second video, and that was if you go to the mall and you see the makeup section, oh yeah, you're gonna find a bunch of goth girls at the makeup section. That's where you should spit the most game. That's where you pull your Mac Daddy moves out and try to get the phone number. So try to understand that in this video, this is part 3. I'm giving you common sense. And you see, this will actually help you. Now, if you're concerned about what if I'm lowering my standards, what if someone criticized me for dating someone that's weird and strange, well, then you should do what I call the Tom Likas effect. If you know who Tom Likas on YouTube is, Tom Likas says use plus size women and older women for batting practice. Well, same rule goes here. If you like a golf girl, ask her out to lunch and dinner. And since we're on the subject, even fat golf girls like to have sex at the park, at the cemetery, the beach, and the classroom. And the only time guys really want to screw a quote-unquote BBW is if she's golf. Don't ask me why. I'm just telling you this information because I know it might be helpful. I know it might be useful, and this was part 3. So I hope you like part 3, because this was a lot to put on the table. It was a lot to get out onto the table. So basically, my experience at a golf club has been better than at a nightclub. I talked about it in the movie, but now I can talk about it in a YouTube video. And keep your fingers crossed and hope that don't nobody take this video down, because you know how some people get sensitive on YouTube when you talk about subjects like this. Now, I do go to golf clubs, and for the most part, they're very nice people. You want to know the good thing about being with a golf girl? You can be yourself. You don't have to try as hard as with other women that are not golf than are golf. You can be yourself. If you like professional wrestling, you can watch WWE and she won't judge you because you like professional wrestling. If you like anime like Dragon Ball Z, or you like Ghost in the Shell, she's not going to judge you because you love anime. Like I said, I am going to make a YouTube video in the future about why people get so much hate for liking anime. But you can be yourself. You don't have to become or pretend to be something that you're not. And if you want to go skateboarding, they're down for skateboarding. You want to go to a rock concert, they're down to go to a rock concert. If you want to go to the museum and look at art, they're down to go to a museum and look at art. You want to write poetry, they'll be happy with you wanting to write poetry. If you want to speak multiple languages, they'll be happy with you learning how to speak multiple languages. If you're into computer science, they'll be happy that you're into that. Going to computer conventions, auto conventions, or computer science conventions, you'll find golf girls. Plus, you can't go wrong in that statistics, because if you're complaining about looking for someone that's a virgin, usually that's where you would find golf girls, are usually virgins. When I first went to a golf club, if you live here in Los Angeles, California, called Bar Sinister, that's a golf club that starts at 9:45 at night on every single Saturday night, and sometimes the price will go from $10 to like maybe $25 admission, because sometimes they have special events. Sometimes they get celebrities like Marilyn Manson or Rob Zombie to come through the golf club, and people take pictures, people want an autograph, and sometimes the price goes up. But in any case, my experience with a golf girl, I got to see the other side. And guess what? It ain't just people dressing up in all black and think they're vampires and werewolves and they're all strange. They're actually people that actually have something in common. You know, you'll find someone that likes professional wrestling. You like wrestling, you're going to find women that love wrestling. You like anime, you're going to find girls that love anime. You like video games, you're going to find girls that play video games. If you like computer science, you'll find women that love computer science. And if you just want to find someone that's a freak, you'll find that too. There's something for everyone when you go to this golf club. You like music, you'll find someone that loves music. If you're into poetry and art, you will find someone that's into poetry and art. When you go to this golf club, you will find out that you have more in common with these people than with the people who get on your nerves at work, at school, at home, and even at bloody church, bloody mites. But my point is, in this video, I'm just trying to, finish the video the best way I possibly can. And yes, you're going to see golf girls not wearing no panties. Trust me, I've actually seen it. And if you're lucky, then you'll get not one, you'll get the price of 2 for 1. I mean, you'll get 2 golf girls trying to pick you up. And they're not afraid to approach. I know a lot of men whine and complain and say, they don't want to approach me. I always got to approach them. If you get lucky and you talk right and you act right, then you will be able to get them to approach you. So basically what I'm saying in this video is that it's very interesting. You see, I actually had the pleasure of meeting a golf girl that was into BDMS. You ever seen those 50 Shades of Grey movies? Oh, yes. If I were you, men, I would read books like True Blood, Vampire Diaries. I would read those books. Those books actually help you be at least 3 or 4 steps ahead So that way when a goth girl comes into a golf club, you know what to expect. And like I said, you don't always have to go to a golf club. You can go to Comic Con, you can go to the anime convention, you can go to Stan Lee's Comic Con, you can go to Halloween Horror Night. You don't always have to go to a place that always associates with golf. See, a golf club is a place where you go to socialize and meet new people that have the same level of interest as you. So now that I told you how these golf girls get down, you got 3 videos with a lot of information that's going to help you do what you're doing. So I hope you like the video. Enjoy. Peace.